This project is mainly focused on a recommendation system, which is based on the information collected from the social network. And the reason why I choose this topic is I found there are some problems in the uh, recommendation system nowadays. The first is the recommendation system will always give the same kinds of recommendation. For example, when you download a music player and the recommendation system will give you some same kinds of recommendation will give you other music player but it's useless for the users. And second, there is a lack of the real life recommendation system. For example, when you eat something in some place, after that you want to do something to kill the time, uh, you will find that there is no such recommendation system. And the background knowledge in this project is mainly three parts. The first is the correlation coefficient, which is used to calculate the relevant between foods and movies. And the second part is user performance in social network, which is contains the common language and the topics. The common language is if we know which kinds of language the user usually use, we can detect the emotion of the users. And um, we know the topics the user always talk about. We can know which kinds of the information we can get from the social network. And for different social networks, the form of them are different. Use Weibo as an example. There are like, repost, and comment part. Um, those three kinds of things can also be very useful. And the third part of the background knowledge is a useful library to calculate the data in Excel. About Python is the OpenPyXL. And the method in this project, the first is determine which social application should be used. Um, First, the number of the users should be large, so that we can get enough information. And the sharing type of the uh, users should be worse, because the picture and video information is hard to calculate. And then we will find that the Facebook and the Weibo will be good for us to use. But for Facebook, there are two problems. The first is the Facebook will add the advertisement between the user's data. That means when I collect the data from the web page, the advertisement part will also be calculated in the final results, which is have bad influence. And the second one is if a Facebook user who have few friends, the when he search some things, he will only get the information about the he or she's friends. And but for Weibo, um, even if you have no friends, when you search for something, the information about all users sharing the status with this kind of things will show on your homepage. So Weibo will be selected as the source of the information. And the second part, how to get the data from the users. This part will use PassHub as tool, and the main function is select, list, extract, and relevant. The select function can be used to select a page and the elements in this page, and list and extract will be used to um, extract all the words information uh, from the elements. And the relevant part is to combine different elements into a group. Also take this user's data as an example. I will select the username, user status, repost, comments, and like, and then relevant them into one group and then list all of them. We can say that the user status and the comment number and the like number is listed in the Excel because the repost number is 0, so there is no repost number. And after that, we can, and for this users, we search the keywords about the noodle and a movie named The 疯狂动物城. Um, and in this Excel sheet, we can find that here is a Chinese food and noodle is a typical Chinese food. I will search each kind of big food type by 3 to 5 keywords to make sure the data is enough and add them into one final result here as an useful number. And for the common users, if she or he wants to get the recommendation, take Annie as an example. He just said the movie is the Zootopia, and the recommendation system will find that this kind of and this kind of foods has the most number. Has good comments, so Annie will get these two kind of things as the recommendation. For the VIP users, before the data about the movie and the foods, there will be a mark as dislike or like. That will help the system to um, gather information about the users. That means if the users don't like this kind of foods, when the system choose which kind of food to give the recommendation to the users, they will first delete this kind of information about this food and choose other foods as a recommendation. Uh, and the emotion detect also be used to get the data from the user status. But now here there is just negative emotion detect. If we found the users have some negative information words just like don't like, hate, or think it's bad, we will delete this user status from the total user status, so the result will be much better. Uh, so the result is the user group can be suitable set and the uh, information from the network, social network can be coded rightly, and we can give different recommendation for different kinds of users. And the further work of this project, the first part is can improve the user emotion detect. Now we just delete the negative emotion, but we can combine the negative and positive emotion into a group and use them to give better recommendation. And the products can be uh, more cans, not just foods and movies. And the image recognition technology is also very useful for the users to give us the comments. Um,